Hey guys, this is Mike the Wrestling God Smith. This video today is actually for Raw, my Raw review for yesterday because I did see Monday Night Raw, and I gotta say, from what I saw on the TV, Raw was crap. It was literally like an episode of WCW in the 2000s because I don't know what they're doing on Raw. I really don't. The first match we had was a match between literally a match between Apollo Crews and MVP for the new United States champion, the original belt, which ended up being a double United States champion belt, a double United States champion unification match. And I ask you, how many of you guys have seen the U.S. title belt ever being in a double unification match? Besides, if it's the U.S. title and the like the WWE champion or the Intercontinental champion, it's never a double title belt situation, like a double title belt of a belt since the 80s, literally since 1985, since Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon at WrestleMania 10. Like, bro, and the sad part is, right. Then we go to Kevin Owens and Ric Flair having a talk, and Kevin Owens, which I like that he's kind of going a different way about things, and Rick's getting older, but he doesn't look like he's aged today. But he's talking about you need to worry about stay out your business, stay out of his business. You got to worry about yourself and not worry about your friends. And the sad part is, Randy's not doing nothing. He's literally gonna go after Drew for some dumb reason, and he's gonna end up losing to Drew because Drew's not gonna give him the belt. He's not. And the sad part was, like, the sad part was, like, we end up getting, like, Rick, literally, he says, why don't you get your guy, Randy, and I'll show him how much blood, how much energy, how much gas and I have in my tank. Which was fine. That was a great promo, I thought. But you know what? Here was my biggest problem with Raw. The double unification match, the little promo that they're trying to do, the Golden Role Models, Bayley and Sasha Banks, knowing that Asuka's gonna get that belt back and seriously whoop her butt. And I really think Nikki Cross should really be winning and getting that SmackDown Women's title because that needs to be dropped seriously. And I'm being perfectly honest, I didn't mind that. I didn't even mind that they literally took the Street Profits and they've been having he's really been having a lot of good singles matches, but they're not doing tag matches with the Viking Raiders for the tag titles though. That's the sad part. And the funny thing is, when I saw the match, like the thing with Montez Ford passing out, which is another like a 2006, like a 2006, like a degeneration, like when Degeneration X got back together, and Shane put something in Triple H's water, and he passed out. And the funny thing is, Angelo Dawkins was sad about it, which was perfect. And then literally Angel Garza is like literally flirting with Charlie or making her wet, which is really kind of sad because that dude actually has a girlfriend, and I mean a wife, I mean a fiance. And here's my thing. And literally Bianca Belair comes out and says, if you don't tell me what's going, we all know you're the brains of the operation. We all know. And she literally beats on her, and they have to get the security and get her to separate. They're going to have a match next week. I already see that happening, guys, like I said. And I'm being perfectly honest, because I'm not making this a rant video on Raw, but are you serious? So the only time we see Bianca Belair or maybe Zelina Vega without her with Andrade and Garza. And I'm just like, bro, they need to push Andrade. I'm so tired of this, bro. I love that the Seth rivalry is going on with Dominic, and he shows like he's got a lot of heart, and he fought him. And the thing is, Seth was like, I want to ask you a couple questions, Tom, and started asking him questions and being mad biased about it. And Samoa Joe says that he literally said, look what you've done to Murphy. Murphy's not getting anything. Murphy's literally not even becoming champion, and that's sad, bro. He went from being the Cruiserweight champion of 205 to nothing. To a disciple. Like, what are they doing, bro? And that's the sad part. Then the crazy thing, we were supposed to get this dumb faction, this new faction by Shane McMahon was supposed to bring in this new faction. Nah, he didn't bring a new faction. All he did was turn the freaking the took a ring from the performance in the back of the performance center where the rings are used and turned it into an underground fight club. So pretty much, he literally gets one of the Viking Raiders to fight the regular dude who's a performance dude and beats the shit out of him. But you know what, guys? I'm not even mad with Raw. I'm so tired of this. Is what my problem with Raw was, dude. And Raw got a straight D+ because all the segments didn't make any sense. So pretty much the stuff we should be getting for SummerSlam that supposedly is supposed to happen. When is SummerSlam happening? When? And the sad part is, I love that Ruby Riott is working with Liv, which actually is going to make a lot of sense, and it's going to work out pretty well. It's going to work out. And then, the crazy thing is, the thing is, like, what are we doing? Like, this is what we end up being. Like, between SmackDown using The Fiend and Alexa Bliss and Bray, which I think is a fantastic story, and seeing Keith kind of go against, like, Karrion Kross on Wednesday at NXT TakeOver 30, which is going to end up happening, but nobody understands that maybe we're literally screwing ourselves because at the end of the day, like I said, Raw's story didn't make no kind of sense last night. And on top of that, you got Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and MVP. They're going to call themselves the Hurt Business. So literally, Shelton Benjamin's only title rated in this new era of WWE, sorry, is the fact that he's the 24/7 champion. That's it. That's all he is. MVP's like, I want my title, I want a rematch at SummerSlam. Okay. The same guy that literally gets a rematch that's been there for the last 13 years of his career didn't amount to nothing when he first showed up and still hasn't amounted to nothing since he came back. What is he coming back for? What is MVP coming back for? That's the point. What is the point of you coming back? That's my sad point. That's my point about this. This dude Bobby's not doing anything. If they were really going to be a faction, wouldn't a smart thing to be was enter themselves into Drew's match and get him a title shot so it could have been a triple threat between him, Randy, and Bobby Lashley? To make it easy, and Shelton could have got a shot at the United States title and actually had a fantastic reign as United States champion and not the 24/7 title. And the MVP could be the mouthpiece, which is the manager, and be a client and bring people more in, which is kind of sad because he got Shelton Benjamin, but he couldn't get Cedric Alexander though. See, that's what I'm thinking. Like, that's how Raw should have been. Raw should have been like the faction, like MVP should have got Bobby, should have interrupted Drew and Randy so he could have got a match at SummerSlam and make it a triple threat. That way it would have been official. That way, and even with Shane, what is Shane being back on Raw for? Dude, do you understand that, like, you literally ruined Raw and you ruined SmackDown with your goofy managerial tactics? And the sad part is, he didn't even think that maybe in his mind, maybe in his back-seeing mind right now, his backward-seeing mind, that maybe my smart brain would be like, you know what, maybe I should try to get more people. Maybe I should try to change it. Maybe I should try to make more champions. Nah. And Raw ends up being an underground fight club. What was the sense of that? I don't even consider Akira Tozawa that much, and I'm mad that they freaking put this dude as a leader of ninjas. That's it. Because he's Japanese. This dude should have been in NXT, running this show at NXT and having a title, or at least having an NXT title. But that dude, they pushed him literally went from the Cruiserweight Classic to 205 to become Cruiserweight Champion. And the dude could have had a fantastic run. He could have took on Buddy. He could have took on Cedric. He could have took on Grand Metalik. He could have took on everybody Lucha House Party, and it would have been fine. That's my point. They're making him feel like he's a joke, and his career, he's not a joke. And I'm sick and tired of that. Like, bro, just be you. And they're making you, and this is what I feel like Eric Young is right. It's broken. He's like, Vince is supposed to be a leader. Triple H is running NXT like it's the greatest brand in the world. Just like AEW is getting run. But the sad part is, which is really kind of sad, guys, that the reason I'm not making this a rant video, but like I said, we had dudes throwing a Molotov cocktail at an electrical thing. What was that about? That was the sad part. So the stuff that should be happening in Raw on Monday Night Raw, like the big title matches, we don't even get a title match that much. The only title match we seem to get is the 24/7 title and the United States title. Knowing if I wanted to make the Randy and Drew feud even better, I would probably book them in a match, like a couple of singles matches for SummerSlam, so they can make a stipulation. Like it should be a 2 out of 3 falls match or 3 stages of hell. That's what it should be. I want it to be three. I want them to go as much as they can with this rivalry because I think it's a fantastic rivalry. I think Randy versus Drew is a fantastic, and I think Drew's gonna prove to Randy like, dude, I beat you. I beat Brock. I beat Big Show. I beat dudes who were former champions, and I need people that are new champions. Like that's the thing. If NXT could just roll, like if they could bring Keith in and not push him up the main just yet, because I really kind of want to see what they're gonna do with him with Karrion Kross. Because I love the rivalry between them too. I do. But anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.